In the vast expanse of Earth's oceans, where countless creatures have evolved to swim, hunt, and thrive beneath the waves, one species dares to break the mold. A fish that doesn't just swim, it walks. A fish that doesn't just breathe water, it breathes air. A fish that defies the very boundaries of what it means to be a fish. Meet the mudskipper, one of nature's strangest and most rebellious creations. Unlike its aquatic relatives, the mudskipper spends most of its life out of the sea, conquering a realm where no fish should survive. It thrives in the muddy coastlines of Japan, Southeast Asia, and Africa, where the tides create an ever-changing battlefield of survival. But why has this fish chosen to leave the ocean behind? What evolutionary forces have driven it to walk, climb, and even fight on land? And could this bizarre creature be a glimpse into our own evolutionary past, a reminder of the moment when fish first set foot on solid ground? The answers lie in the dangerous, unpredictable, and cutthroat world of the mudflats, a place where food is plentiful but the challenges are relentless. Twice a day, the tides retreat, exposing vast expanses of thick, sun-baked silt. For most marine creatures, this is a death sentence, a barren, suffocating wasteland with no water to breathe and no shelter from the elements. But for the mudskipper, this is a land of opportunity. With eyes perched high on its head like a submarine periscope, it scans its surroundings, watching for both prey and predators. Its powerful muscular fins, which should be used for swimming, instead function like arms, lifting its body as it moves clumsily across the mud. This is known as crutching, an awkward but effective way of locomotion that allows the mudskipper to travel across vast distances in search of food. But when speed is needed, the mudskipper has an even more incredible trick. It jumps. Using its tail and fins in unison, the mudskipper propels itself high into the air, clearing distances far beyond its body length. Some species can even climb trees and rocks, using their fins to grip and scale vertical surfaces. This isn't just for fun, it's a survival tactic. On the mudflats, danger is everywhere. From above, hungry birds lurk, watching for any sign of movement. From below, crabs, snakes, and rival fish threaten to ambush the unwary. The ability to move fast, dodge predators, and disappear into burrows is the key to survival. But breathing air is its most vital adaptation. Unlike ordinary fish, which rely entirely on gills, mudskippers have a dual respiratory system. Their gills are specially adapted to hold water like an internal oxygen tank, allowing them to breathe even when out of the ocean. But that's not all. Mudskippers can also absorb oxygen directly through their skin and the lining of their mouth, much like amphibians. There's just one problem: they must stay wet at all times. If a mudskipper dries out, it suffocates. To prevent this, they engage in one of their strangest behaviors, mudbathing. Rolling and wiggling in wet silt helps them stay cool and hydrated under the blistering sun. Some species take it a step further, retreating underground into complex burrow systems that hold moisture and provide protection from both predators and dehydration. But the mudskipper's story is about more than just survival. It's also about competition, dominance, and one of the most bizarre courtship rituals in the animal kingdom. Life on the mudflats is fiercely competitive, and for male mudskippers, territory is everything. The best patches of mud mean access to the richest food sources, the safest burrows, and most importantly, the best chances of attracting a mate. To defend their space, male mudskippers engage in intense battles. These duels start with posturing. Two males will raise their heads, flare their gill covers, and try to intimidate each other. If neither backs down, things escalate. The rivals will lunge at one another, using their powerful bodies to slam and wrestle in the mud. They bite, push, and shove, sometimes sending each other tumbling across the landscape in dramatic, slow-motion combat. But brute force isn't the only way to win. Sometimes the battle is fought in the air. In the world of mudskippers, the highest jumper wins. During mating season, males put on an extraordinary display, launching themselves into the air in high, arching jumps to impress potential mates. The bigger the leap, the better the chances of attracting a female. But the real test comes after the jump, because to seal the deal, the male must lead the female into his burrow, a carefully crafted underground tunnel system that will serve as the perfect nursery for their young. Digging these burrows is no small task. The mud is thick and heavy, and twice a day the rising tide threatens to destroy everything. But mudskippers are master engineers. Using their mouths like shovels, they scoop and transport mud, building intricate tunnels that can be several feet deep. Inside, an incredible secret awaits: air pockets. By carefully trapping bubbles within the burrow, mudskippers create a makeshift oxygen chamber, allowing them to breathe even when submerged. This is one of the most advanced survival strategies ever observed in a fish, and it raises an astonishing question: are mudskippers on the path to becoming fully terrestrial creatures? Scientists believe that mudskippers could represent a key stage in evolution, similar to the moment when ancient fish first began transitioning to life on land over 375 million years ago. Their ability to walk, breathe air, and survive on land is a glimpse into what might have happened during that critical evolutionary leap. Could they be proof that one day, given enough time, fish might permanently abandon the water? For now, the mudskipper remains an anomaly of nature, a creature that refuses to conform to the rules of its species. It is a hunter, a fighter, a builder, and a survivor, thriving in an environment that should be impossible for a fish. But as climate change reshapes coastal habitats and forces species to adapt, the mudskipper's strange abilities may become even more crucial. Will these fish continue to evolve, pushing the boundaries of what we believe possible, or will they remain as they are, a living testament to nature's incredible ingenuity? One thing is certain: the mudskipper is unlike any other creature on Earth. In a world where most fish are confined to the water, this one dares to walk its own path. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most bizarre and extraordinary animals. Let us know in the comments, what do you think the future holds for creatures like the mudskipper?